have in front of me a Ferguson Ariva 254 combo receiver. It's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. So first of all, why would you buy this box? Basically, it's for the free-to-air channels that come from the satellite, which would basically be all the UK channels, BBCs, ITVs, etc. And also the free Irish channels, which would come from an aerial, and that would be RTE1 and 2, TV3, etc. Virgin Media as it's called now. And what happens is you feed them into a single box and they all appear on a single channel list then, so it's quite handy. So that's a nice box on it. So Ferguson is quite famous. It used to really dominate the set-top box market in Ireland, much less so now, but it still is a good brand in terms of the products don't give problems. But, you know, Ferguson themselves are based over in Poland now, so it's a brand name that's bought by another company there. But still, I suppose, it would be a premium thing like that. So it's slightly more expensive than other set-top boxes on the market. If we look in the front of the box here, we'll just see that we have, you can insert cards in here and things like that. That's only really relevant for the European market where people have premium channels, things like that. People in Ireland and UK will never be using that. And if you lose the remote control, you can change channels up and down, bring up the menu, etc. with buttons on the front. Now I'm going to look at the back here first of all and just say we have a terrestrial input here, we have a satellite input here. So these are the two key things. The Irish channels basically going in, the satellite channels going in. So we also have a power input here. So what I'm going to do is just get this process going because I'm going to connect this up and hopefully show you channels in a moment. And just insert this in here. And I'm going to connect this actually with a HDMI lead directly over to the television here. Now you could use a SCART output, and one of the reasons this box is quite popular is there's not many boxes that still use SCARTs, and the reason you'd use this is that if you had an older television you could run it that way over, okay? So I'm going to get the terrestrial input here, which is going from a TV area outside. That's what will give us the Irish channels, and I'm going to come along and get this one here, and this is what will give us the satellite channels here, okay? And there's an on-off switch here. We have it in the on position. The Ariva box is powering up there now. And we'll just see this here. So I am trying to... So anyway, we always put it on the EWN because it's one of the few channels that's not copyrighted, so we can show it in videos without getting pulled up. So overall I would say this is quite a good box here. The menu structure on it's quite nice as well. So you can just bring it up there. So you can just see this basically bringing up 10 channels at a time. And you can just flick through. I'm just at a bit of a bad angle here, but we could arrow through the things. So you can go through them one at a time, or you can page through them 10 at a time. So when we're putting this on, we'll put the BBCs, the ITVs, Channel 4, all that type of stuff at the top of the list. The Irish channels don't come on it, you have to add them yourself. And the reason that we can't pre-program that is the satellite channels, of course, is handy because a single satellite covers all of Western Europe in terms of the BBCs and ITVs, where if you're picking up the Irish channels, it'll depend on where your local transmitter is. So in Ireland alone, there probably would be 50 or 60 separate transmitters and sub-transmitters. So you just put up a TV aerial and aim directly over to it. So we sell this box, a thing like that, or you can actually buy kits, combos that come with the satellite dish and everything you need. And we have satellite meters, etc. to help people line them up anyway. But despite everything, we'll say, and more technology building in all this inside, these boxes still prove to be very popular. We still sell hundreds every week across a different range, and Ferguson would probably be maybe 5 or 10% of the overall market. It's got a reasonably decent media player in it as well, or you could add a hard drive there onto the box and it'll allow you to record programs, things like that. But it's never going to be Sky Plus like, just be warned of that in terms of recording facilities on it. So overall, I would say this is still a good box. Still proves quite popular, and there are certain people who've just grown to trust Ferguson and won't buy anything except it. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Ferguson Ariva 254 combo box, available with free delivery from freetv.ie.